So the next interview question that we are going to talk about is how to find the duplicate records in a table in SQL. Let's say we have got this orders table. Let us first define when do we say that the record is duplicate. Order ID is a primary column. Apart from the order ID, all the columns that we see, if these columns have the exact same values, then we can see that the record is a duplicate. For example, if you have a look at the first three rows, all of the columns except the order ID have got the exact same value. That means the first three record itself are duplicate. So what we will do is within the query, we will count these duplicate records, and if the count of duplicate records is greater than 1, then we say that it's a duplicate record. That is how we find the duplicate records in the entire table. So now let us see how exactly can we do this. So first of all, we will need select all these columns: customer ID, product category, product name, order date, order amount from the orders table. So I'll just say orders here, okay? And then we will group by all these columns, okay? So I'll copy the exact same names and say group by with these, okay? But I also said that we need to count the duplicate rows, okay? So how do we do that? So we will say count star as duplicates. This will give us the duplicates count, okay? And let me just put it here, and at the end we will need a condition. So after group by, we use having clause. So I'll say having count star is greater than 1. So if the count of star is greater than 1, that means it's a duplicate record. What is count star? It will basically count the number of duplicate rows. For example, if you have a look at the first three records, this forms a group, and the count of these three is greater is equal to. So if you have a look at the first three records for this group, the count is equal to 3. That means it is greater than 1. That means it's a duplicate record. So like that, in the entire table, all the duplicate records will be counted. And if the count is greater than 1, that means there is a duplicate records. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be even more than that. So let us run this query and see what is the output. And as we can see, we have the duplicate records for these two groups. For the first group, the count is 3. For the second also, the count is 3. So for the laptop, and then we have the duplicate count for the phone. So let us see if that is actually true. So I'll just execute 3, laptop and phone, right? So we can see these are the 3 duplicate records for laptop, first 3. And for the next 3 records, if you see, this electronics, the only difference is phone, but all the other records are exactly same. So for the first 6 records are itself the duplicates. Both the groups have exactly 3 values in the duplicates, and that is what we see in the output as well, okay? I will share you the query to create this table, and practice this. Make sure that you practice this, okay? Thanks.